It's Anarchy Acres. It's back. I don't know how long it's in for. Until the 26th. Not bad. You got 6 days to pick this up. 6 days. And then I believe this is probably all on the same date. Yeah, they got some good stuff, man. Very good stuff. City, town building stuff here. This is a good Lego shop. And they're the full bundles. Like, this one's not a partial. I believe that's all the barns. I could be wrong. I'm almost positive there's only that many. Yeah, there's only 3. Welcome in, my people. We're only 5 more days away from the update. 5 more days. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of farming. I'll either do a little bit of farming in this world. There's a few things I need to gather in this world, and then I might do some farming in the SMP world. We'll see. Hey, how's it going, Jess? Man, TikTok did not like the video I posted today. I don't know if it's because I say the word Shogun a lot in Shogun Palace. And I feel like TikTok's almost picking up on that as, like, the word gun. Because I'm like, why does this video have literally 100 views? I'm not one to complain about views when something literally seemingly gets, like, nothing. I'm like, did I do bad? Did I post an objectively bad video? Or is social media just a torment to the human psyche? I go with the latter. But it's the life I chose. I can't complain. Welcome in. Dude, I like this Lego Pass, but guys, get ready for May. When May rolls around and it's Star Wars time, oh, it's time to build. I'm going to build some sick stuff again on Star Wars. I'm going to go crazy again. Last year, on my Mos Eisley village, dude, I spent like 20 or 30 hours on stream. I probably spent like another 20 hours off stream working on that thing. Yo, Angela, seriously, thank you. Thank you for the kind words and the support. All right. So last thing I did on stream was prepare this area. This isn't, you can see some of them are misaligned like crazy. But this is the rough outline for where I'm going to, so like, not for storage, but on the 25th, we're going to be able to put anything on the wall mounts. And since this is my quote unquote, like living codex, I'm going to put everything I can that can go on a wall on the wall. So today, let's head back to the storage base. I want to see what I actually, yeah, we're going to do like some replenishing. Like I want to just go, because like with this update, they gave us the patch notes, and I'm sure they'll give us more actual patch notes the day of. And there might be more changes, like smaller things, than they let on in the previous, like, teaser announcement patch notes, whatever you want to call them. So you never know if they'll add new food recipes, new something or other. So I'm just going to do some... I have a ton of food, but I kind of want to get certain things stocked up and over at this base. This world is crazy, bro. Thank you. I still need to do a full-length video on this storage base. And I'm kind of now waiting for the 25th. So that way when the display mounts are actually full form. Otherwise, I'd feel obligated to make a second video anyway. Hey, what's going on, Kingpin? So the one thing I want to do is get a bunch of food so we can do a little bit of farming today. Dude, Lego Pokemon, I honestly never thought I'd see the day. To be honest, that's a lot of, like, if you ask a lot of, like, long-time Lego collectors, you know, aficionados, people who are into the hobby, you'd ask a lot of us, and we'd be like, yeah, Lego probably won't ever be a, won't ever pick up Pokemon. And lo and behold, dude, 2026, Lego Pokemon, man, that's crazy. Oh, you know what else I should do is go collect from villagers, because I need to stock up. That's the other thing, is I need to stock up on some metal. Never know what we'll be building. Are they going to fix the world? I hope they fix a lot of stuff ASAP, but otherwise I have no idea when and where they're going to fix what. Hopefully sooner rather than later, right? What happens on the 25th? We are getting I'd say like a medium-sized update, nothing huge content-wise. But we're going to be getting some quality of life changes, a new recycling bench, and then so like you will be able to have a little workbench that you can recycle old tools into. So like if you have like one almost broken tools from enemies, but you know how like you get a lot of those like these. Like you get a ton of these emerald axes from doing the storm dungeons and stuff. So we'll be able to take these, put them into the recycler, and get some of the emerald and what looks like copper back from these. You know what I mean? So that's one of the nice things. They're also making it so right now you can only put things that can go into your quick bar. This is your quick bar. Anything that can go into your quick bar can go onto the wall. But as you can see, stuff like storm core, bones, wood, all the other materials, they can't go onto the wall mount. But on the 25th, they will be able to. So and like I told you guys, when you're going to see it, you're going to physically see it on the 25th. I've talked about it multiple times on stream. Why did it quote unquote take so long for all of the items to be put on the wall mount? Well, when you think about it, the items that are put on the wall mount now, they're all obviously, like I said, they're items that can go onto the quick bar, which are items that can go into your character's hand, right? So the items are already designed to go into our hands, like easily by like via clip or under here. They can attach under the stud there. And so putting them on the wall is easy because there's like, you can use that clip piece for basically all of the, quick bar type items. Whereas stuff like bones, bones can clip right on, obviously. But other items, there's a little bit of more nuance to some of them in how they would attach. Like wood, this just kind of has to clip onto a stud. But like they have to, for every item in the game, figure out a real life technique way to attach that to the wall mount nicely and centered. They don't want it to just, be floating there. This is like a very, not serious, but like accurate Lego game because it's Lego. And they're all about accuracy and scale. So like all of that stuff matters. Yo, Dubba Dubba, playing some Lego Fortnite right now. Yeah, I'm pumped for the new bench too. I don't think it's likely, but I'm hoping they allow wall mounts to have controllable channels for on-off feature. Oh, Bernie, you're going to be... Are you talking about like for lightsabers and stuff? Because they mentioned that specifically in the patch notes. So for activatable items, you'll be able to put charms on the wall now too, including the illuminator. And with the illuminator, you'll be able to either turn it on or turn it off. And then with the lightsabers, when you put them on the wall, you'll be able to have them ignited or not ignited. So yes. I don't know if that's exactly what you're mentioning, but yeah. Yo, how's it going? Spixie, welcome back. I'm just putting stuff away and being really slow about it. Sorry, everybody. Blue is for bones, or yeah. It kind of, it's similar vibe, but like Minecraft is the world is basic blocks, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just the general like building blocks of the world. Where in this game, it's all this Lego. If you go G Lego builds, someone tag him in chat, please. He actually has some videos. He's built these chests in real life. You can build technically and virtually and hypothetically all of this stuff in real life if you have the parts. So if you're a Lego fan, building within the Lego system in a video game is extremely satisfying. Just chilling? I'm always chilling. I'm having a fantastic day. Glad to hear the same for you. Oh. Get my aisles goofed up. Still taking me a minute to get, like, used to this newer storage system. Okay, let's go get a bunch of stuff, and then we'll bring it all here. This is a restock day. Not necessarily, I mean, I could do some cave farming, but most of the stuff I need to restock here is, like, stuff. Oh, actually, before we go, let's grab, like, a buttload of vines. So I can feed the animals that are there. Oh, that's not vines. This one's vines. Yo, Vegas. I was just looking at the YouTube chat, and I was like, oh, nobody's in
Good
YouTube
evening,
yet.
everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Yay! Got my new PC set up today. Love getting 120 FPS now. What settings are you able to play on with that? Do you have to play on lower ones? Because, like, I still, even when I'm not streaming, if I pump this up to full settings at most of my villages, I'm getting, like, 40 or 50 at the best. But if I turn the settings all the way down, it you know, it looks less good, but it's smooth. What's your GPU? What'd you get? 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 Here's the old storage base in all its glory. So like right now, the only actually, what am I on? Yeah, right now I have shadows, illumination, and reflections down, which is like the perfect medium for me for high FPS, and it looks good. Because the other effects, they help a lot, but they tank my performance. Once you defeated Storm King 5 times in those challenges, is there anything else to do? Like campaign missions? No, nothing else like that until they add more updates. Okay. Do I have a car over here? I think it's under... no, it's the one that's underground. Give me all your jewels. Give me your family jewels. Where's the other guy? See at the moonshine. Yeah, you just came back from. Yeah, I know where you were doing, Hayseed. Over at the moonshine. They don't think I know. They be over here. Yup. You know, Jess. They're over here. They're getting bubbly. And they come back all nonchalant, like I didn't just see them. Yo, thank you, Vegas. See, I don't think I have a working car over here right now. I see that chicken wing, but I'm pretty sure that one's underground. Oh, I guess I did have a jump pad there. I forgot about. What is there to do in LEGO Fortnite because you're always playing it? I do a lot of building. I'm kind of like the nerd, like overly obsessive player of the game. So I play a lot more than like the average player probably would. I do everything to the extreme because I really enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like I'm that guy for the game, like who just analyzes everything, wants to know how everything works so they can, you know, not necessarily take advantage, but just like have as much fun as possible. I like to build. So this is just, if you go check out the video, which by the way, I don't know why it's like tanking in views. Go check out the video I just posted today. It is a quick 2-minute video that shows you 11 of my villages that I've built in the game since the game came out. What's going on, Matty B? Do you have any ideas what you should build? Kind of depends on what pieces you have at your disposal. However, there's tons of free stuff in the game. I like beach builds. I like building castles in general.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Everybody's time for a town meeting. Gather around. Give me the goods. No, beat boss. No. No, I think it's Peely. Did I get Peely? Yeah. What's coming on the 25th? Medium-sized LEGO Fortnite update. My favorite is your pirate village, but I want to remake a larger version of your Castle Shogun City. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Because this is like an enclosed one. I could do a much more spread out, open-ended one with the same exact, like, theme, like motif, like how I did these walls and the buildings on the inside. Just make it bigger and more spread out. That would be interesting. What does the wrench do? It's so you... Oh, I do have a vehicle here. Here. So... Like with this vehicle, it's actually designed is actually kind of the perfect. So if I want to just make the back thruster go, I can hit channel 3 and it makes the back thruster go. And then if I want all of these thrusters to go, I can press channel 4. So the wrench is what customizes all of that. So when you have the wrench in your hand, you can look at the thruster, click on it, and then you can customize what channels will activate it. So right now I have this back one set to channel 3 and 4. And then these ones up here, I only have set to channel 4, which means if I hit channel 4, all of them go off. But if I hit channel 3, only that back one goes off. So it's kind of a way to customize your vehicles a little bit more. Yo, thank you, Collector. And I actually forgot a whole village. You know that? I forgot my storm village. I wasn't even thinking about it. It's like one of my most recent ones, and it, like, escaped my brain. Oh, the black pick. Those are Shatterhorn variants, and you can only make them with the Shatterhorn fragments, which are what you get from the Storm King when you defeat him. When you defeat the Storm King, which you can do once per day, he'll drop a Shatterhorn fragment. These are used. You can also make the legendary Storm Charm with the Shatterhorn fragment. You see how it's an ingredient right here. But then also at the crafting bench, which I don't have the builds for right now, you can use 2 Shatterhorn fragments to make one of these black-bladed tools or weapons. Yeah, if you're new to LEGO Fortnite and you have questions, ask away. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. That will to enjoy the game and hopefully to help others enjoy the game to their full potential if they want to. Because this game's got so much potential and it had such a good start, and then I think a lot of people like turned their back on it, but it, you know, it's a little slow on the fixing the bugs still, but I think this game deserves a second chance by anybody who tried it before, and definitely a good first chance by anybody who hasn't tried it. Right now, I have a couple different villages that are really close together, and I don't remember who I didn't get now. Each village, I have them, again, they're like really close together, so it's really easy to go from one to the other and collect stuff, as you can see. And at most of them, I have them on cut gems. So see all these gems in my bag? Literally all from my villagers for free. You see all this metal and all this glass and all this other metal? Literally for free from my villagers. That's what I've been collecting this whole time. So you can have 55 villagers in a world. And once you get your world built up big enough, I would take full advantage of those full 55 villagers. Because 55, when they're any job you give a villager, except for I think collect nearby resources, any job, no matter what it is, when they're finished with the job 100%, they will have 30 items for you. So if they're on smelt metal, they might give you like 10 copper bars, 10 glass, and 10 metal plates to add up to 30. But they're going to give you 30 of those type of items total. So 55 villagers times 30 items every day or so. That's a lot of items. I'm not even going to be able to collect from them because it's storming, huh? Can you guys stop being babies? Get under here. There's plenty of shelter here. Stop crying. I left you plenty of shelter, and your beds are right over there. Ah, gosh, I hate that you can't talk to them when they're out there. Come over here. Dance party. Why is Brooks and Raptor smart and these guys... Everybody, get it together! Oh, she's not actually Fortnite. Everybody's just running. Your chicken puts me down. Cooking? How do you know how many you actually have? When you go to your village, it might not show my total right now. But when you go to this residence tab and then you hover over, see how like when I hover over the animals, you see how it says 14 out of 50 animals? Well, it'll show that if you have a blank villager spot and you hover over that, it'll show how many villagers you have out of 55 right here. So since I'm looking at the animal slots, it's showing the animal max. But if I had an empty villager slot here, it would show right there. Is the storm over yet? Dude. Okay, I guess I'm not collecting from them. Wait, is she still running around scared or is she good? Oh, I think we're good, right? No, stop! I don't like these guys. They're being bots. Yo, Dubba, thank you. Yeah, same username on YouTube. I stream there, and I post my shorts content there as well. And occasionally I post some long form. What is the tip on how to get better at building? Start small. Like, honestly, I could do a little demonstration maybe later, and I still need to do, like, a video on this. That would be a good long form video. But, like, an example is, like, take... Like, you might not have this prefab, right? Let's go with one that, like, everybody will have. Where is it? This one. So, like, not like this, but literally start with building houses and buildings that are this big. It sounds silly, but start simple and manageable. Because in your brain, when you're like, how do I get better? How do I build something gigantic, you know, and awesome? Well, all those big giant builds is little tiny chunks like this kind of strung together and extended. So it's like drawing, how like when you learn to sketch and they say like, oh, you start with the basic shapes, like you just draw circles and squares and then you kind of etch in the finer details. Well, it's kind of the same thing here. You start small, learn how to make like a good like one by one thing, and then once you kind of get used to that, setting up a roof, setting up the walls, spacing out things right, then move on to like this is like a 16 by 16. I call that like a 1 by technically because it's like the biggest standard square you can build in the game. So then you do one that's like 4 of these, so like boom, one out, and then so build a building that's like that big. And then you kind of get used to how the roofs work again, and you work your way up. How do you stop trees from growing back? I don't have a shovel on me, but basically once you cut down a tree, so like these ones grow back. Not all the trees in the games grow back, but a lot of them do. So boom, you break it, move. And then you wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. You wait for this thing to pop up. You see it? You see it? Do you see it? No. But yeah, so one of these will pop up after you break it, and then all you do is you take a shovel, which I don't have on me right now, and then you dig right there, and it'll break that thing. Tree will never come back. Every like 1 in 100 trees, the sapling will like bug out, and see how it grows in. Sometimes you'll hear it, like you hear it went when it popped up. Sometimes you'll hear it spawn, but you don't see it, and it's like actually underground. So like no matter what you do, you can't dig it up anyway. I've had a few trees like that, but that's very like uncommon in my opinion. Yes, they add updates. I wish more frequently, but they do. It's like goes in spurts. It's like we get updates like pretty big, the small to medium sized updates we get pretty consistently. It's the larger like groundbreaking updates that we wish we got. I think they happen every like 4 months. We probably get something like, oh hell yeah, let's go, like this is hype. Where most of the other updates, then they're not unwelcome updates. Like this one upcoming on the 25th. It's not like a bad update, but it's also not like Storm King material. So they do update constantly and improve the game, but it's something that as the game continues to go, hopefully they get more frequent big updates like that. Yo, welcome in, Jaden. Thank you for that. Or Dubba Jaden. Thank you for joining me on both. Roofs, so I can show you a technique that is really useful for roof pieces. I really don't have any wood on me. But what you want to do with roof pieces is a lot of times you start with the roof itself. So if you're doing a 1-story, you kind of build a corner piece, like literally a corner, like 2x2 wall to start where you want the corner of your building to be. Then you build a corner roof piece on top of that, or an edge roof piece, or whatever you want. Oh god. And I'm getting distracted almost. Fell out of the sky. And then what you do is from that one post, like imagine this was the corner piece I'm talking about, and then imagine that floor is a actually lined up roof piece. So then you'd build the corner roof piece up there, and then from there you can just snap other roof pieces to it and it'll be floating. And then you just pick the shape that you want the roof to be. And so that way you get all the valleys, all the hips, all the straightaways that you want, all lined up and spaced out correctly. And then when you get the roof done, then you just go back and fill in, like, you have a corner here that you started with. So then you would just fill in every other corner and then fill in the walls with whatever you want, like whatever windows or doors make sense. I can show you maybe it's best with a demonstration. Are you not part of this village? Are you not on a job? Oh, yeah, because I was shuffling so many people out here. That's right.
What's up, brother? What's up, brother? What's up, brother? What's up, brother?
None of these are brothers.
What's up, brother?
Oh. What's up, ladies? No, let me talk to you. Okay, I guess I already collected. And now we'll just take this. because I didn't realize this was here. Perfect. So this is the hall that I just pulled in. Boom. All that. I mean, I guess I got the milk from my villagers too. All that from my villagers just now. Yo, how's it going, Play Corgi? Also, I do have a tutorial for this build on my TikTok and YouTube. On my other account, I copied your flipping car. Heck yeah. That one still works to this day. It's still one of my go-tos. March 25th, we're getting like a medium-sized update for the game. Oh god, it's loading in. Toot toot. Oh wait, actually, I don't even need to come here yet. We're gonna go get food from the... Let's go over here and go to the farm, the auto farm, and get some food. Stock up on whatever. Maybe do some actual auto farming in general. Show people how auto farming works. Oh god, it's laggy. It's just straight lagging right now. Oh! Where am I? This is the auto farm. Let's just actually do that. So...
Complexity is a son of a biscuit. They need more servers.
Yeah, I wish they would offer it. I know it's a free game, but dude, I would, because I think the limiting thing is that I've heard that it's because they have to optimize it for like Nintendo Switch 2 or something like that, and that's like the anchor to everybody else. And I'm like, dude, I would pay a premium, a monthly, a yearly subscription where I get like extra servers, power, space, something for my worlds, where I'm like, dude, I will pay. I will pay. And I know others probably would too. Like to have like near limitless build limits. Like, dude, if that's what it meant, I don't know if that's what it comes down to. I'm not like a dev and game engineer and stuff like that. I don't actually know if that would be the solution, but okay, so you don't actually need this balloon method anymore. I don't have it with me, but you can actually auto farm with the Thunderclap Blade. So all you would do is charge up the Thunderclap Blade to the first level, let it rip. It'll go through all the plants and harvest them without breaking the bottom. But otherwise, this method, obviously, still goated. Do I even have any right now? I guess we're moving them out anyway. There's too much wood. Let's just start throwing it in here. Oh, what's in here, you ask? Oh, my backup wood. There's more over here, too. Yeah. Oh, he's just chilling here. You know, just 8 chests of wood whenever I need it. How many do I have here? Not many. Hey! Stay away! Mine. And the auto farm is pointless with the pineapples, but I still have it here. It looks like I have these like completely restocked. So you do have to still like, you can't just do this forever. Eventually you have to start using the stuff you pick up, grinding it back into seeds, and then replanting them. But it looks like I have all these tomatoes up to like 28 in the plot. So it means I can do that, what I just did, 28 more times. How many berries do I have? Yeah, you do have to replant the seeds, though. So, like, with chill berries, I don't even necessarily... How many do I have? I don't know how many are in each, but... I already don't have any plants. Yeah, there's none planted here. It's because I have to replenish them. And the berries are kind of annoying because you only get 2 seeds back. I wish they would change it to 3 like the other ones and just have it balanced. Because, like, in these, they're only going to last, yeah, like 2 more generations. So I basically have to come over here and set it to... Wait, were those chill berries? Yeah, so we just have to do that. Which really only doubles up the seeds. Like, it's still more efficient once you get it set up this way, but it's still like a son of a bee. Your farm is blowing my mind. It's not like... It takes a lot of effort to, like, keep it running. Like, seriously, like, it takes a lot of effort to... It just takes grinding. Like, it's just time. Because once I'm done with those ones and collecting and moving it around and putting stuff into the grinders, it's, like, ready to go again. It just takes a lot of patience. I'm just going to stock up on random stuff here. And since from the tree type stuff, like the bananas and the coconuts, you get wood, and then obviously off all the other stuff, you get vines. That's how I have all this wood here, is just from farming here so often. And then over here, I think I cleared it out, but oh no, there's still a bunch here for all the vines that I inevitably pick up. Yes, like once you get it seeded up, it's great, but then once you run through it, it's annoying having to go back through it again. And especially the berry stuff. Reason being is, again, with the berries, you only get 2 seeds per berry, which means you're only like doubling up each generation that you farm. Whereas like with the stuff that gives you 3, it's much more of an exponential gain. Oh, I've got a bunch of raspberry seeds going at least. I didn't even see that. These must have been sitting. These seeds are no good. How long have they been here? That's not right. There's seeds ready for me? What the hell? So now I've got a ton of raspberry seeds, and let's see how many. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, no, these ones aren't. See, like, most of these have, like, probably 6 or 7 to 8, it looks like. So now what you got to do is to keep the farm going, because, like, this one's on its last. This one won't regrow after the next generation. That one won't regrow. That one. So this whole one's actually about to expire on the next one. So what you have to do now is take these, and it's kind of annoying, but what I end up doing is splitting them into like 20s or something like that. So that way I can just go 20 in that plot, 20 in that plot, 20 there, 20. Which might even be not enough because you want to spread it out a little bit more, like splitting it up into 10s might be better because you want to, the less plots you have active, the less quickly you're regenerating. So if you have only, so like right here, I think I have 100 plots for each type of food. So if I only have 25 of those plots that have seeds in them and all those plots have like max seeds, well, what's the point of having the max seeds when I could be distributing those seeds more evenly to actually fill the plots and have something growing? It's pointless to have more seeds and less plots because you can only grow one thing at a time. So if you have 100 seeds and half of them, you might as well split those seeds in half and put it in the other half and fill them up. So that's kind of like the balance you have to find here when you're replotting. And there's some math to it if you really like get nerdy with it, like I used to. But what am I doing? Split. That's what I'm looking for. But splitting from a full stack is pretty easy. You can just split into 10s, and then you go boop, boop. Just deposit them in. I have 2 legendary storm charms and a rare totem of return. If I wasn't in expert mode, I'd probably just have a third one of these. That's the one you can make once you defeat the Storm King, by the way. It is the only legendary charm in the game. It gives you just as much health as the epic health charm does, but it also gives you the added benefit of getting resistance from to storm type attacks, which is everything that the Storm King does and his acolytes. So it's like a extra defense on top of just the regular health that it gives you. See how 20 would have, like, you almost like want to spread them more thinly than like in one spot. So now we're getting to some of these actually have seeds in them. Whoa. Okay, these ones are unplanted. Okay, we'll start from this side and start planting some of these. But see, now we have 10 more generations of plants for each of these plots again. Lagging. Can you use the expert mode trophies in survival? Yes, but you have to unlock them in expert first. But once you unlock them, you're free to build them in whatever world. You can build them in your friend's survival world. But the fact is you have to have made the accomplishment yourself beforehand in your own expert world. Or, you know, in a group expert world, but you can do it with friends, obviously. So as you can see, still tedious, but imagine having to also not only replant them all, but also go back and pick all of them one by one instead of being able to just break all 100 in literally 1 second. The only reason multiple seeds for bushes is because when you harvest them like this, they regrow forever. But with this method, we're actually breaking them completely with the balloons, and when you break them completely, they do need another seed. But we're sacrificing a little bit of efficiency for speed, because although we have to I could go, how long, like, you have to ask yourself, what's faster, doing this and replanting seeds, or not doing this and hand farming 100 peppers? What would, I don't know. I don't know. It comes out to like maybe like some really crazy math. But for some reason, at least in my head, this is more palatable of a process than going one by one by one just to not have to plant seeds again. Do you not get bored of this game? Every once in a while, I get a little burnt out, but that's just because sometimes they go a little long without adding anything too major. But for the most part, I've been like so passionately invested in this game since it came out. And these ones you need to replant regardless for like these type of plants for like the pumpkins, obviously. But these ones are also probably well stocked because pumpkins give you 3 seeds back, and yeah. So, boom. So we don't even need to replant pumpkins. The corn, pumpkins, and wheat return 3 seeds per item, so it's a lot more efficient to do the farming method. I think raspberries we need to shred up more of. We can do the coconuts again. And see, coconuts I technically need to do some replanting too. The best thing about the coconuts though is unlike the berries and some of the other stuff is you don't have to grind it into seeds first. When it comes to, or did I say pineapple? Coconuts. When it comes to coconuts, you get 2 back per, but you don't have to grind them up, so you can just go like straight into splitting them up, and then straight into splitting them up and replanting them. You don't have to actually grind them up, which is nice, so it saves you a little bit of time. See, these ones I don't have as much, so I'm just going to split them. Again, you want to gauge how many you have versus how many plots you actually need to occupy, because you don't want blank spots like I was saying earlier. So we're going to do these in, just patch an extra one there. We'll do 5 into each of these. And then we can harvest it 5. Oh, there's 41 in there. Give me that. The more evenly distributed out they are, the more efficient you'll be. There's 74 in that one. And then once you figure out, like, oh, they're all full, then you can kind of distribute them a little, or just, like, throw stuff in. I think once you get past, like, 10 seeds in each plot, you get to a point where you can just start throwing them, whatever. So like some of these are going to be off just because they already have some in there, but the 4, 4, 2. Just leave those ones that have high counts. And it looks like these ones all have like 10 or so. So now that I have, looks like I've got at least like 5 to 10 in each of them. This is where I kind of just start dumping into one, and then if I keep harvesting, I should be able to like harvest this a couple times, and then all of them will be full, and then I'm pretty much on autopilot for a while. March 25th, we're getting a medium-sized update for the game. I have a video about it, about 2 or 3 videos back at this point, non-pinned. See, bananas, I think, are set. I think most of these have, like, yeah. Dude, yeah. All of these have almost like 80 in them. There's so many bananas. The bananas will literally last almost. And the fact that the stack size is bigger now, too, is actually helpful. Just curious, I build a lot. This is the outlier kind of day where this isn't something I always do, is farm stuff like this. However, what am I looking for here? I do a lot of building. If you go see the video I just posted today, you'll see 11 of the villages I've built in this game so far. Actually, let's grab these raspberries. Tips on farming pineapple. Those ones are annoying. You pretty much have to do them one by one. Because they only give one pineapple per... Oh, shit. I didn't need to do both of those. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought it was going to make some of these despawn. I think it did, actually. Yeah, I was going mad is dead. Get away from my food. It's so much less efficient, I feel like, now. It's too many steps to do this. Alright, slapberries, I think we had plenty of. Replant some chillberries. How many do we even have? Oops, that's not what I want there. March 25th, we're getting an update. I think slapberries we had plenty, and I think, let's see. Oh no, these ones are running low. Might actually need to run those ones that I was collecting. Yeah, we gotta run these. So these only double up, so we can just put 40. I don't know, collecting by hand, if you collect 100, that takes probably the same, and you just go in a circle the whole time. I don't know. It's split on at least the berries. It might be faster to do it that way. But I don't know, it's splitting. I wish I could, like, copy the same thing I just did on one machine onto the next one. You know, like efficient that would be. Because I don't want to put 80 in there, because then that's 160 seeds. If I load them this way, then it'll actually... what am I looking for? It won't fill up, and I won't have to go collect from it. But I wish I could just, like, go 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40 down the line of all these. Because, like, you might think, like, oh, all that time waiting for these seeds to go takes up a lot of time. Well, that whole time I'm farming, like, the other stuff a lot of times. And like I said, once you get past the point of like replanting and you get them up to like 80 a stack, dude, it gives you like 80. If you get 80 stacks into all 100, that's a lot. That means you can farm it 80 times, and that'll last you God knows how long, and it's all free after that. Like it's like I think it like averages out closer, because like if you started a foot race, like obviously the person harvesting one by one is going to start off faster but consistent, and then it'll get to a point where boom, the second person has like all of their plots filled, and then they would start winning the race after like later on. Yo, J-Dub, how you doing? Come on down to the butter barn. Alex, Marion, how you doing? Thank you for joining me on the Twitch. Why does it look like more than normal? Hey, stay away. I swear it's like spread out more. Stay away from my stuff. You only read the epic one? What do you mean? How to get rift crystals? Those are from storm dungeons and like the Storm King. Like when you're fighting the Storm King, the enemies can drop them. The acolytes from storm dungeons though can drop them too. Right now, I'm kind of just farming stuff. Take a break. I do need to use the bathroom here in a minute. Oh! Oh! My garden is coming to life. Let's do this first. Just to make it easier. There. I like the item stack being 80. Now it splits up so much better when you have a full stack compared to when it was 60. You eventually got down to a stack of 15 if you kept splitting it. Oh, they posted actual patch notes? When? Did I miss this, or was it just now? Or recently? Wait, like new patch notes? I mean, they did, like, days ago. I thought you meant, like, more updated, like... Yeah, okay. I thought you meant, like, because now we're only 5 days off. I thought maybe they did, like, a more detailed one. Because you just know with this update, there's going to be at least a few more things that are mentioned in those patch notes. March 25th, we're getting an update. How do you play this without boredom? I really enjoy LEGO. Like a lot. Like a lot. Take those, don't I? Alright, so these were basically cooked. I think we started planting down this row. I'll start here. No, nothing big like that this time around. Hopefully not too long after this one, because I'm sure we're getting a pretty hefty Star Wars update here in May. But beyond that, I have no idea what their like big plans are, right? I mean, they're putting care. I think what the problem was that it's not that they didn't put care into it. It's just that the game wasn't finished or as finished or like as polished, let's call it, as it could have been by the time it released. I don't think I had enough time in the incubator. Because it still has all that potential. It's just yet to be realized. Because for the last year, it does kind of feel like we've been playing a bit of a beta until Storm King, and that felt a little more like of a solid, and it felt like we had a little bit of direction and advances to the current systems and stuff like that. But otherwise, overall like core game mechanics are the same, and they always will be. But there needs to be some more spins on it and some more side stuff to do other than just like fishing blindly and stuff. We need more immersive things out in the open world. Oh, 100%. And again, I don't think that's lack of care, but it does take time for big updates. And since it is a, like I said, almost seemingly like we're in the beta, they're doing a lot of catch up. And the Storm King was the biggest like thing so far, and I know it's slow after that, but the thing that always sucks is right after December they take their company winter vacation, which always kind of sets back content, I want to say. And also, I don't want to say it's not their sole focus, but it's such a new thing for them that popped up seemingly overnight that I think once they actually do, I was hoping sooner, but another 6 months, I would imagine they'll have things a little more locked down and maybe more consistent. That's what everybody's craving from this game, and I think once they catch up, they'll be able to keep up. I think we got 10 into like damn near every plot. So I should just be able to harvest the rest of those without worrying about it. Yeah, I'd love ketchup. Is there a LEGO Fortnite Discord? Yeah, there's an official one, and I have one of my own as well. There you go. I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the restroom and grab a Red Bull. Yeah, Manny, I think the weather is shared across all the world, I swear. Where do you eat? Of course I do. Oh, did I get struck by lightning? My emote went away. I will survive. mouse hasn't disconnected like that in a while. And then I can just plant the rest of these slapberry seeds and then just collect all those. Isn't that what I just planted, though? Oh, well. Guess I'll plant more. This is survival expert world. I'll just do 20s in these. I really don't feel like going through all of them. See, once you get to 10, that's where you can start not going as evenly split, because now you should be able to farm this to the point where now every time you're putting 20 in before you run out, and then you, by the time the ones that had 10 in it run out, they all have 20 in them now, so you're replenished even more. So like I said, once you have them evenly distributed, then you're good to go. But you don't want to have empty plots if you have them available for your farm. And honestly, working smaller than 100 plots is probably might be more efficient. I don't know. Oops. I guess I just deposited that whole stack, whatever. Oh, yeah. And I had a little bit of help on this one as well, where at one point I had some of my mods and stuff come in and help me, like, plant stuff and get it going, because it was, like, extremely time-consuming. But most of the stuff I end up doing on this world is solo. But in things like this, I always ask for some help. There we go. Okay. And then snowberries we're also kind of running low on. One day I wish, like, because you can tell your villagers to go to, like, the harvest food job, but they don't actually harvest from what you planted. They just pull it out of virtual nothingness and then hand it to you. I wish when you sent your villager on the job, because I would have villagers here, I wish they could actually collect and plant for you, and then I come back and they just have hundreds and hundreds of berries ready to go. But, like, there's no automation in that sense, like, at all. Is LEGO Fortnite more fun? I mean, it's definitely got tons more updates since when it came out, but yeah. I do have a tutorial for this farm. I don't know if I have a farm. I have it on TikTok, but I don't know if I have it on YouTube. Hey, how's it going, A1? Nobody plays this? I guess that's your very subjective opinion, because objectively, I mean, not as many lately, but 40 to 50,000 active players a day is definitely not nobody. But whatever standards you comparing it to, I'm sure I'm wrong, but I saw a rainbow leading to a floating cloud on there. It's just not in the game anymore. The rainbows are, but they don't have the little cloud thing. It actually was causing the game to, like, lag like crazy. It was just a little fun Easter egg, but it was nothing too important. No worries, A1. Appreciate it. Support is support. Oh, it might still be in then. Either way, it's nothing. I haven't seen one in a while, but if it's in the game, then it's just a little Easter egg. There's nothing too deep about it. Honestly, how this fun? Well, this isn't what I do every day. Not nearly. I do more building than I do this, but today I'm working on my expert world and just getting some stuff farmed up. What is what running on? Actually, pumpkins. Don't we have a spot for that? Yes. Oh, great. I'm sure they'll do something with Star Wars Island again for this May the 4th. What? I have no idea, but I'm sure there'll be some sort of improvement / addition. Oh, are you talking about they got, like, renewed, like, you can go get another lightsaber from them again? I actually don't know. I haven't checked. I'm sure it's... They say how much it'll give back? What, the process or the recycler? No, that's all stuff I'm going to be, like, heavily testing day one. Remy is, I actually have a whole list of questions and things we're going to myth bust, like, day one. Like, can you get pelts back? Because, like, certain items like the musket, you'll be able to throw into the recycler. Muskets cost pelts, but they only cost 1. So if you're only getting partial stuff back from the recycler, is it random and sometimes gives you the 1 pelt and, like, less of the other stuff? So we'll be, like, testing stuff like that. And then same thing with, like, scales from some of the items. And then a fully damaged item versus, like, a brand new item being recycled. Like, does that make a difference? Can you get rift crystals from legendaries? Can you get rift crystals from rifted items? Not that you necessarily want to recycle a rifted item, but just for fun. And then does the rarity of it determine, like, you know, it'll all be partial, but does a rare give you, like, an 80% yield on return compared to, like, a common, which only would give a 30% yield or something like that? So we'll test for that. Overall yield percentage return on anything recycled. With Star Wars items, you know, what kind of stuff are we going to get back in general? Just kind of goes in with the other questions. It's just more specific. And then can we recycle mythics is the other question. Will be like, it'd be cool if we could take our extra pickaxes and extra thunderclap blades and recycle them, and maybe they give you like a butt ton of rift crystals back or something like that. Like, that'd be kind of cool. We're good. That's a nice farm. Thank you. Watching your streams always motivates me to jump on my world and try different things. Oh, heck yeah. What have you been building lately? How do you do that to your village? A lot of time and effort. All right, let's do these. What are we even doing? Farming different foods in like ridiculous amounts of quantities. Different things. Oh, no, I don't want. Get out of here, chicken. Yo, we got Remy and Abide in here today. What's going on, guys? Did I get these ones? I guess they're mostly, but I just have these ones anyway. Might as well get them planted. Let's just do stacks to 10 for these. That ought to do it. So I think the rest of these have like 10 in them already, so. So now I don't think I have to do any more seed planting for the rest of the day. I can just harvest these things. I'm sure I could get some people to help if I wanted to, but I'm having fun, or not necessarily fun, but I'm enjoying myself. Rolling through solo. Yo, how's it going? North Silex? Am I saying that right? I need to have switches on both sides. Make it easier. Oh, I'm lagging. I don't know nothing about the dad life. I know the uncle life. How do you restock the seeds? By hand. You need to take a portion of your yield. If you want to technically keep it going forever, you have to like take half of what you farm and turn it back into seeds to keep it going like this. Otherwise, the other stuff, like these, technically I can go one by one and like farm those forever once they regrow. Gotta be cooler than the parents. Always. When you're a Lego fanatic, trust me. You know how many nephews and god nephews I've already brought to the Lego side. It's actually funny. My girlfriend is a coworker who has kids, and they've watched my content before I made Lego Fortnite content, just when I made IRL Lego content. And now that I make Lego Fortnite content, we went over to my girlfriend's coworker's place for this New Year, like last New Year's, just to hang out for the night for New Year's. And her kids were playing like regular Fortnite. Like I saw them playing like UEFN maps, like custom maps. While we were all like having adult time and drinks, you know, in the kitchen and stuff. Kids are in the room playing Fortnite, and I was like, "Hey, if you, you know," I was just kind of like joking around, being like the fun uncle kind of type. I was like, "Hey, have you guys ever played LEGO Fortnite?" And they're like, "No," and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's a really fun game you can play right here inside of Fortnite." And they're like, "What?" I like boot it, like I help them like navigate to the game mode and boot it up, and I can't remember how old the kiddos were, but they were like enamored. And then the little, I can't remember her name, but she was like super into it and like asking for my help. And I guess since then, like she's asked, the daughter has asked about me, like, where's I can't remember what she called me, but like she's like, where's Uncle Nathan or whatever, I want to play LEGO Fortnite. Moon, I have a video on my TikTok. It's pretty far back at this point, but I do have a video on how to build this. You don't banana seeds. You literally just plant. You don't grind them up. They don't. There is no banana seeds in the game. You literally just take the banana whole, plant the whole, all the banana right into the ground. That's the banana is the seed. Same with pineapples. Pineapples are the seed. Same with coconuts. Coconuts are the seed. Not streaming wise or content wise, but yeah, I've always played regular Fortnite. My blood nephews are both too young for video games. Like literally, like they're like, I think my oldest blood nephew is like my sister's kids. I think he's 3.5, and then the other one's like barely 1.5 or 2. But I have a bunch of younger kids that are like friends, kids, and stuff like that. That basically, like Heather, before she worked her bartending job, she was basically a nanny for like a bunch of our friends. So we had all these little non-blood related kiddos that we're, you know, seen as their uncles, essentially, aunts and uncles, god uncles. I think that'd be kind of the term, right? I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Round ones, round ones, round ones. Some as big as a Lego. God, Uncle almost sounds like a cool indie band name. Or like a comedy movie, or it's like a play on The Godfather or something, or it's just like a comedy movie about the fun uncle. It would have like Ryan Reynolds or something. Give him a Lego he can't refuse. Did I cheat? What do you mean by cheat? No. In no sense of the word. This is so satisfying to watch, is it? I'm glad. See, this one I went a little overboard on. I went with 3 entire rows for this. And it's a lot. I don't even need to harvest this, actually. I probably have so much wheat already chilling here that I could probably just load up the car. And I only need 1 chest's worth of it. Oh, yeah, we're good. Winding Pathway Walkway. It's on TikTok and YouTube as a short. It should be one of my most recent posts too. Should be pretty recent. What happens on the date? We're getting in a medium-sized update in the game. Really satisfying. Thank you, Judd. Yeah, wrong. And it also has to be spaced correctly. You'll test out the spacing for every different type of plant that you do and the space between the balloon and the plant, and make sure it breaks before you build more of them. So you don't want to build a row of 100 and set them all up and then have it be like, oh, it doesn't work. How many players does LEGO have? Recently, like, it's been months since a major update, but still, honestly, I think it's at, I could go check the Fortnite.gg website, but I want to say on, like, average, it peaks at, like, probably, like, 60 max, if anything, on the weekends, but, like, 40 to 50,000 players most times I see logged on. But when updates happen, I mean, it's generally around 100,000 active, but that's just also active players. You got to remember, active is not the same as, like, or concurrent is not the same as active. Concurrent just means how many players are on at the same time. Whereas, like, well, how many fans of the game are there out in the world, no matter what time it is? Probably more than the concurrent number. Obviously, not every player is playing at every moment of every day. So, you know, I'd say there's probably like between 100 and 150,000. That's probably like lowballing it. Because if there's 50,000 active, concurrent players that are on at once, you got to think there's probably another like 50,000 at work, at home, logged off, at, all that kind of stuff. So around there. Got to have my Wheaties. And I should have plenty of seeds to bring back too. Load up this. I'm just going to like literally load up the storage base because I have all the spots for them now. I might as well have them like actively filled. That was a good choice. Thank you. What are you even doing this? A lot more than what I'm doing right now. This is a very small aspect of the game. Extremely exaggerated. This is a very small... Farming is not a very major part of this game. I am just doing it, like, over the top. That's kind of my play style in this game, because I'm so enthusiastic about it. It's everything I do. I go big. I play this game consistently because I stream so much. So, do I need this much stuff? Probably not. Probably not. But just like in, I've never played Minecraft, but I've watched my fair share of Minecraft videos on the internet. And whenever I watch them, the game's been out a lot longer, so there's a lot more stuff in the game and a lot more to do and a lot more intricate things you can do with it. So as this game evolves, that'll probably become more true. You never know the day that it'll be beneficial to have 10,000 of whatever item. That and yeah, farming and kind of just hoarding and collecting stuff is a weird, satisfactory itch that I think like a lot of people understand and appreciate, where it's not everybody's thing, but some people, dude, we just like to collect stuff and like have it in a chest and have it organized, and like even if we don't, I build like crazy in this game, so it's not as if I don't use materials in the game and I'm just collecting it, but the amount that I collect is probably a bit much, but at the same time I enjoy it. Yeah, it's similar to I think about it as a happy medium between Dark Souls and Animal Crossing. Whereas Animal Crossing has 0 combat aspects. It is 100% cozy, decoration, exploration, social interaction type deals. And then Dark Souls is 100% combat and difficulty and sweating, where that's why I say LEGO Fortnite lands somewhere in the middle. Whereas it's cozy and you have the fun, vibrant aspect of like similar to Animal Crossing, but you also have a combat aspect, and it's not necessarily Dark Souls difficulty, but it's up that alley of like combat encounter, especially with the, you know, the rolling. Like, I mean, it literally, when you're rolling around, dude, it feels like playing Lego Dark Souls if you're playing that kind of combat style. So, I mean, it's a happy medium between those two games. And I guess that could be argued for Minecraft, but Minecraft is a cozy game, but like what this game and Animal Crossing offers is hyper, or not necessarily hyper realistic, but more detailed realism to the stuff. Not that Animal Crossing uses realistic animations, nor does Lego, but you know what I mean. The difference is like the pixely style compared to the more smooth, sharp style of like that Lego and Animal Crossing have in comparison. Yo, Gamer Merlin with a party of 14. Welcome in, my people. Oh, they're gonna eat those stacks. Oh no, don't eat the. No. Get away. No, stop. No. Stop. You can eat the vines. Don't eat the coconuts that I'm. I think they ate the coconuts. Do not say Dark Souls and Lego Fortnite in the same sentence. Why not? I've played both of them. I can make the comparison if I want to. How you make this? Lots of time and effort. Fight a brute in this game in expert mode with a crappy sword and no crossbow, and I promise you'll feel like you're playing Lego Dark Souls. Pretty much just stocking up the expert world tonight. Pretty boring process, but obviously satisfying for most people. At least I hope so. What's the 25th? We're getting like a medium-sized patch / update. Smoochy, yeah. I don't think I have any actual animals at this one. But don't worry, it wasn't Smoochy. It might have been his brother. But it wasn't him. Oh no! Potato 40 storm drinks. Dude, I've done that before where you're like, it's a food you kind of forget. Like, they eat like every food, so you don't expect like the shakes them to eat the shakes. But yeah, like, there's some greedy little animals in this world. And it's gone. Too much wood. I'm just gonna start throwing it in the banana compartment. What banana compartment? You said it. In like a good old banana compartment. Giggity. Thanks for help on finding eels. I found some expert worlds. They helped me a lot. Heck yeah, let's go. Also, if you're looking for the thermal raven, which is probably the rarest, most elusive fish in the game, it is only found in desert lakes. And let me tell you, you can fish in a desert lake for like an hour and sometimes not even find one, let alone the legendary version of it. It is ridiculous. Don't I have tons of... Yeah, I have tons of corn, too. Let's get that moved over, because I don't even have to harvest it then. What happens on the 25th? We're getting an update. We're getting the recycler. They're buffing the Thunderclap blade, and they're improving the display, the wall mounts. Yeah, Jack, I would definitely give it a chance. There's a lot that still needs to be improved on the game, but from where it was at launch to where it is now is still huge in the improvements that have been made. It's just a matter of them realizing more of the potential of this game and giving us the content that we want more consistently. Yeah, the glitching is a bit rough. That's what I'm talking about. Where there's still some leaps and bounds to be made in the department of like stability. Like, you know, at this point, I know there's a lot of builds around here, but I still shouldn't be like not like rubber banding and stuttering and dropping frames like crazy. I think I've got all that cleared out. And then let's also grab corn seeds for the stash. Yeah, they've got the right idea. We just need, like, more of the niche stuff to keep you playing. Like, they've got, like, don't get me wrong, we need more major storyline content, like the Storm King. But with the Storm King, it takes a while to do, especially if you're a new player. Like, it's going to take some getting used to and then defeating them, and it's going to feel good. But then after that, it feels dry, where I think the key is peripheral activities. They need to make aspects of the game that are grindable yet enjoyable, that take a lot of time and effort and consistency to accomplish, whether it be in-game achievements where there's like an achievement board, like collect 20,000 wood or something like that, you know, like milestones and stuff, where it could give you something to drive for or side quest on, no matter what content is being released and no matter how long it's been since the last content. You would have to be a player of like my stature or some of the viewers here who play it 4+ hours a day on stream or whatever, and they have the time to accomplish every side quest, every single update. But I think in this case, more is more. Give us so much busy work and side quest stuff that the average player is never going to run out of something to do that isn't mainstream, like mainline content. That's what we need. Did you find a new home yet? Not necessarily, but it's something I'm still working on. It stressed me out for a couple days, but I'm all good. I see building is more mind intensive, like a puzzle, but collecting and farming is more meditative and zone out. Yeah, no, Remy, I've always told people this. I go phase to phase in this game because when new content comes out, like the Storm King, I'm generally ready to play the content and farm stuff and like combat and just kind of go out and explore and do that aspect, which is, you know, a little more like let go and just have fun. Whereas you're right, building is much more like brain intensive. And once I build like for a week or 2 weeks straight and finish a village, I tell my chat, I'm like, my brain, I'm not like burnt out, but like my creative juices, I need to like let that refuel. Otherwise, I'm going to absolutely burn out on the creative end. And that's when I just go numb my brain and go hit rocks for 3 hours. And then I feel better building the next week. 100% agree. No, the next updates, I would say, like, between small and medium. I wouldn't even call it a medium. I would call it, like, a... It's like a 4 out of 10. If medium is 5 out of 10 on the scale, this one's like a 4. Like, Storm King was like a 9 or a 10. This update's going to be like a 4. It's really welcome, but it's nothing groundbreaking in that sense. Quality, as far as the quality, if it were just being judged on quality of life, yeah, I think it'd be a 10 out of 10. Great improvements. It's just the only thing that makes it disappointing is the drought of content before this update. Otherwise, all in all, standalone, under a microscope, it's an amazing update. It's great. It's just like medium in sized and medium impactful. Yeah, it's like Breath of the Wild, Minecraft kind of vibe in Terraria, but with Lego pieces. And if you're a Lego fan, like I am, like I'm a Lego nerd, obviously. Look at the display behind me. All these plants, all these plots, you could build all this out of real Lego if you want to. And like, here. Why, I tell you and I can show you. This is real Lego. This is a real life plastic. I was going to say flesh and blood, but it's This is a IRL recreated brute from the game. I didn't design this. I built it through instructions, but Brick and Nick, if you've ever watched Lego Masters, anybody a fan of Lego Masters? Brick and Nick was, I think it was season 3 or season 4. Sorry, Nick, if I'm getting it wrong. He was the season 3 or season 4 Lego Masters, Lego Master champion, essentially. He reverse engineered the entire brute from the game. And if you go to someone, shout him out, and he's on Twitch. Someone shout him out on the Twitch. Someone at him in the TikTok. Brick and Nick, if you go to his profile and go into his bio, he has a website where he has free to download instructions and a free to download parts list. So you can order these from Bricklink. Speaking of Bricklink, I actually sell Lego on Bricklink. I sell pieces, not necessarily all the pieces you'd need for this, but I do sell on bricklink.com, and the link to that is in my bio. So if you want to buy Lego from me, including minifigures, sets, or pieces, find a link to that in my bio. But yeah, everything in this game is actually buildable. Like it's based on, like, they wouldn't put it in the game if it wasn't like possible IRL, essentially. Release me. Now, I will say, because even Brick and Nick, I think, did it, the one struggle, because, like, in this game, obviously it's buildable in real life. But they probably, you know, they might, but I doubt it. They won't, I don't think they'll ever make something like this into a set. Reason being is, this it's not 100% glued, but there are very key points in this. Like, all the articulation points aren't glued, obviously, so you can still move. But his arm is so heavy, and it only has one connection point, which is the articulation ball joint thing. When it comes to real Lego sets, they need to be stable. They need to be able to stand up on their own, and also stand up on their own to the test of time. Like, sit on your shelf for 5 years straight without just crumbling. So this build, it's in the game, there's zero gravity. The physics are whatever they want it to be. So this brute in the game, it doesn't have to make IRL sense of how balanced different things are. And because, like, if this wasn't glued, the arm and the leg and different dude, they'd be just falling off because they only have like one connection point, which is possible to do in a video game where you can control the gravity and stuff like that. But in real life, it becomes a lot more of a challenge where even that, I have to pose him perfectly just so he can stand up. So there's some like leaps and bounds, but a lot of, you know, if it's not a brute like that, like if it's just these flowers, if you build these flowers, those are all super easily buildable and stable. But that's the fun part of this game, is if you're a Lego nerd, I mean, I see it. When I look at these, I see it brick by brick. Like, seriously. Like, I could tell you and look up through bricklink.com, because Bricklink is not only a marketplace, but if you're a Lego fan, I highly urge you to get familiar with bricklink.com, because not only is it a marketplace if you ever want to buy Lego on the secondhand market, on the most trusted place you can, but it's also like a Lego library. Bricklink, you can look up any set, any figure, anything, and not only look up the price, but look up anything about it. Piece count, what pieces came in it. You can just browse through the catalog of pieces and just look at the 60,000 different Lego elements that Lego has produced over the last 60 years and kind of just nerd out. But it's really fun. What's up, Green Rock? Yeah, no, yeah, that's the thing, is like the arms, they want to just sag down. But yeah, clear. If I wanted to stage it, I could definitely do something like that. All right, got that. Let's get the cocoa nuts. Yeah, I wanted to get stocked up on food just in case they add some new food recipes soon. Will you ever use all of them? Probably not all of them. But I do enjoy collecting them. But I do a lot of building. So you'd be surprised, which, like, with how much I have collected, it's impossible for you to visualize how much I've already used. Not necessarily in this, but my other world especially. But, like, it may look like I have a lot, but I may have already used what I have in stock previously. And not all the time. But I always like to make sure, like, since I play the game for, enjoyment, and I play it daily on stream, I just kind of make sure I have all of it so I never have to worry about certain... I almost give myself a life... Like, I like farming myself what's quote-unquote a lifetime supply. It's fun to do, and once you feel like you've hit that threshold of, like, oh my god, I have so much, I'll never have to worry about this for blah, blah, like, X amount of time. Like, it's fun to do. At least for me. What's the new update? We're getting a buff to the Thunderclap Blade. We're getting display mounts improved so we can display more things on them. And we are getting the Recycler Workstation, which is going to recycle old tools and get you some materials back. Potato, yeah, you want to build a composter. Oh, really, dude? I swear, that'll be fine. Oh, perfect. I designed that vehicle specifically to not pop me out at the back of the vehicle. Still does it. Still does it. So annoying. Like, it still bumps me out at the back end of the vehicle. Even though I have space right next to the driver's seat. Nope. Kicks me out right out of the back of the vehicle. Alright, where is this thing? Can I see it yet? There it is. Yeah, I have stacks of a decent amount of, like, the food like the actual cooked food and stuff, or like the made recipes. Yeah. See, like, I have space here to get out, but it ends up it never. It's so that's the other annoyance with this game is, like, the physics, especially when it comes to vehicle physics. So inconsistent. Like, day to day, week to week, month to month, you'll have a vehicle that works one way or a mechanism that works one way. Fine. And then the next day, oh, the physics of the universe have changed, and now your meticulously tuned vehicle doesn't work for crap anymore, or it, like, what you planned it to do doesn't do anymore. It's rough. The Rainbow Men? Yeah, I guess they're back, but they haven't been out since the game launched. At least I haven't seen one since then. I have a tutorial for this vehicle on my TikTok and YouTube, by the way. Oh, wait, I should... This has mostly food in it. Let's park it around the backside. Duty. Stop it. They do that. I call it the flash glitch. Sounds like there's a LEGO Flash. Just running around my village. This is expert. Like, doesn't it? Yeah, I know when you get up, you can dance with them, and then they, like, do a little thing, and then they disappear, I think. I don't know if it's still the same animation. Tomato. There it is. I wish there was more fruits. Why is there not, like, dude, we're covered. I mean, there's, like, these kind of fruits, but I wish we had more, like a watermelon. Or apples. Like, we have berries, but we don't have, like, tree-bearing fruit, really. Like, other than, like, the coconuts, but those are, like, tropical ones. Where's the other, like, tree-bearing fruits that aren't tropical? Like, cherries. How do we not have cherries? We have berries. They have literal a piece for cherries in LEGO. Perfect piece. Pasta with the tomatoes. Yeah. And still, how are we at this point still not able to make cheese? It should be craftable at the juicer, and it should just cost milk or something like that. Cheese is still not craftable. Yeah, they have apples. I mean, we have slurp mushrooms, I suppose, like they do in regular. But yeah, we need the apples. Kern. Pumpkins. How many hours do you have? Probably a couple thousand at this point. I can't remember where I was going to put actual wheat. I think I'm just going to put it over here by the seeds. It's like those will be seeds. And yeah, this is just going to be regular wheat. We're kind of full on both. That's okay. March 25th, we're getting a medium-sized quality of life update. Don't even have grill stuff. I should just keep chests. You know what I should do? Instead of having, like, tons of things out, what I should do is just have some chests right here. And each chest will have materials for a certain type of bench. And if I ever need more than one, instead of having 30 built at all times and wasting complexity and maybe never using half of them most of the time, maybe some of the times I'll use them all, what I do is I just pack the materials for that in a chest, and if I ever need more than one, I just grab the materials out of that chest, build 5 of them, use them, break the other ones, or just leave them there, like, you know, until I need the other ones cycled in for the space. You know? That'd be so efficient, right? Make cheese craftable. Craft mac and cheese. Come on, Craft, do a partnership. What did I want? What did I have too much of? Corn. There's too many items. Oh, wait. It's not going to do the ones from my bag, is it? Oh, no, it is. Okay. I think they fixed that. No, I wanted to use stupid. See, that's where it's annoying, where it, like, uses it before what's, like, I want to use what's in my bag here. Like, sometimes that's what I want. That's fine, then we can work it that way. We got all that. There's even more corn. More corn. And then the seeds, I know I could use to make something with those. Oh yeah, can you make it into flour? That's what I'll do. Eggies. I need to get some rams at this base or something. See, it's like sometimes using it for my bag, but if I go over the stack size, then it won't. It's weird. Grilled corn is one of my favorite things just to have for like hunger replenishment. But not the stump. Those trees with stumps, I don't think grow back anyway. A lot of them. It's certain trees grow back and other ones don't. It's kind of weird. Like certain trees grow back if you cut them down, unless you cut the stem, of course, or the sapling. I forget. I can just track it. T. Yeah, and then like the willow trees, like the bigger, where are they? If I can see one. They're like those willow style trees that are in the grasslands. Like those ones don't, and then like the skinny ones, and then there's also like those weird bushel looking ones. I'm lagging. What are you planning to do with the recycler? Test it out. Test out what's the best things to recycle, the most optimal way to use it, if there is one, kind of stuff like that. I'm going to do a lot of myth busting with it. All right, let's actually, hold on. Where's the chest with all the materials in it? This one. wonder if I left enough space. Oh, perfect. We can do extra back here. Just right behind. Looks like it's office space, but whatever. See, now I can put backup back there. Yeah. Boop. This is dope. Thank you. All right, let's get everything else miscellaneous put away. So then, yeah, the right side was the regulars. Let's throw that in there. Duty. Around here, feathers, I think are like in the red one or something. No, this one. But here, let's throw down. Just make these ones blue. There, those have a chest now for unpacking, and I'll sort them all later. I'll set that up too. Just gotta take a pee. I gotta go pee. Favorite Avenger for an edit. I like Ant-Man. Is he a proper Avenger? I can't remember if he got knighted. He's one of my favorites. Yo, thanks, man. Wait, sandstone? That's in the other aisle. Ba-pew! What's up? What happens on March 25th? We're getting an update to the game. A smallish one. Not a huge one, but I'd say like medium-sized. I'll be right back. I gotta pee. I'll show you my vehicle when I get back. I also have tutorials for pretty much any vehicle you see me use or that's in this world. I have a tutorial for it somewhere on my TikTok or YouTube. Balloon auto farm method gonna get patched eventually? I don't think so, because they've had a lot of opportunities to, and they patched stuff similar to it, and it's still a part of the game. Also, back to a point of like, kind of why I collect so much, and will I ever use all the like certain materials or things? Well, you never know. Clearly, as we've experienced over the year of this game being out, year plus, we don't know what they're going to do with certain items and certain patches. When the Storm King update came out in December, before that, the best foods were like snowberry shakes and like some other things. Boom, Storm King update hits. They rework all of the food and rebalance all of the food. Snowberry shakes now doesn't heal for crap. So it's no longer the best food. What ends up being the best food after is like one of the new shakes, tropical smoothies, and black and blue sushi, which was an item added not originally, but later on. And essentially, right now, like certain things are really easy to accumulate and are not necessarily pointless, but not as good. So an update could come out 6 months down the road, a year down the road, where all of a sudden, like, grilled pumpkins are like the bee's knees for whatever reason or another. And it's good to have them in stock because, you know, when they change them, they might make something or whatever change, they might make certain items harder to get or less common and harder to grind. And if you have a bunch of them beforehand, like for this update, I'm trying to remember an item that would have been good to have. Like, actually, cut amber. So for the first, like, 8 months of this game, the cut gems job from the villagers was, like, basically busted, and all it would ever give you was cut amber, which really wasn't used for much. But had you stocked up on crazy amounts of cut amber, come the Storm King update, you have unlimited gem chests now. So certain things like that, you just never know. You just never know. See that? No, that didn't even use it out of my bag. That was weird. Well, smoothies like the snowberry shake, that's supposed to be a utility. It's supposed to give you protection from, like, you know, the hot or whatever. So having it be a utility plus one of the strongest heals is, like, a little unbalanced, in my opinion. It depends on the smoothie, I guess. Like, they would have to make, like, a different, maybe, smoothie that didn't have as much utility, but was just more for healing. Okay. Now, let's do that for the other food stations real quick. So I kind of want more grills than that. Just get planks. Up the wazoo. And then now that we don't need these ones, we can condense them. Same with this. But now what we do is we go like this. So now in that, if I ever need more, I just pull that stuff out of that chest, you know? That way I don't have to have like a bunch of grills built all the time. Yeah, that's the other thing. I didn't even think about that, Jess. W. Yeah, stock up on Star Wars stuff for May, because Plastoid's probably going to be heavily used again. It's actually really smart. I forgot I don't need to grab it out of here anymore. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, I keep forgetting I don't actually have to. But when you do this, I don't know which chest it's pulling it out of first, how it's pulling, like all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I think the consumables are fair. You don't want so many, like, consume, like, more than, dude, having the black and blue sushi, dude, you heal so fast with that. That's already, like, really good. If you had anything more powerful than that, I think it would be OP. Like, truly. You don't want one item that you could just be like, oh, okay, this is going to keep me, like, basically invincible. Are the autofoams supposed to leave the plant still? No, technically it'll break them. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, we needed to do that for... We got those going. Let's do... These. We need more planks. Granite slabs. And wooden rods. Oh, we need more materials for chest. Duh. Yeah, not every time, but you plant multiple seeds. You build up, so that way you can stack them, and then you don't have to plant them like every time. But there has to be a seed available for every harvest, essentially, yes. There. Those are almost done. Actually, give me those. Then we're going to do the same thing. Yeah, once you break it, it'll plant the next one if you have more than one loaded in. So, like, these ones, there's nothing in there. So if I broke this completely, nothing would grow back. But if there was 4 seeds in there and I broke this, then it would use one of those seeds and it would go from 4 to 3. Okay, got that covered, got that covered. Throw the torch in there. There. Now what we need to do is actually get some of the metal flowing. I'll use the copper. Alright, let's use a butt ton of copper, and then actually we're going to need to do the same technique, but for the metal smelters. We'll put these ones back here. I keep forgetting I don't need to grab any of it. Dude, it's going to take me so long to get used to this because I just converted over not that long ago. I don't actually need to grab any of it anymore. It's such a built-in habit. I swear, dude. My brain is just broken. I mean, to build stuff, I technically need it, but to load stuff in... That's not right. Boom. Okay, those are going. I think so, yeah. Some of the lower-ended foods, I guess, could use a definite update or an upgrade. All right. Is there anything else I should, like, throw on the grill? I don't think there's anything else I had too, like, overflowing on. But I could use some more grilled stuff. That's, like, the lowest thing. I don't have a lot of it at all. What's in here? Oh, yeah, batteries and fish. I played Lego a bunch, but didn't use all the special. Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting stuff you can end up doing. It's you know, you can have a lot of fun without it, but like you can really open up some doors to some interesting builds with the sideways techniques. Even just like, and they're pretty simple to learn. Like they're not hard to learn and implement. Oh, I'm lagging sometimes. Is the plastoid from the Empire boxes respawn in caves? No, but you can get so much out of it. Like, there's like 15 caves. What's coming March 25th?
That's a great TikTok video you made today. Everyone should go check it out.
Thank you. But, like, I could even use to stock up on a little more plastoid, because I know when the Star Wars update comes out, I use, like, my 2 villages that I built, I probably use more plastoid than that between the 2 villages and decorations and stuff. It's like, I wish I would have stocked up more on snow and sand before they nerfed the shovel update, or like nerfed the shovel in general. It's another thing like where I wish I just had like 20 chests of it already, so now I wouldn't have to worry about it after the nerf to it. All right, these are probably gonna be working for a minute. I don't really need, there's no point to make anything into gems because I could just have the villagers do it. But I can stone break some of these even though I could have villagers do it. The 25th, we're getting the recycler. They're buffing the thunderclap blade, and we are getting an improvement to the wall mounts. On the 25th, we'll be able to put anything on the wall mounts. All right, what else? We're not far away from... we're kind of far from the Frostlands. It'd be easier to bring the villagers somewhere else. What else could I stock up on right this moment that I have the capability to? Like, obviously, I could go get a bajillion clomberries, but I'm not too worried about that. I guess really just farm more food, but it's kind of boring. Pretty much at a stopping point tonight, but we'll see. Let me see if I can think of anything that will motivate my brain. I'm trying not to overextend myself. Like if I'm at a point during a night where I'm like, oh, I'm at a good stopping point. I don't want to get too much deeper into this. Get back at it tomorrow. So that way, again, we've been a pretty long time in between updates. So I don't want to overdo it. Plus all this stuff that I'm doing right now is not pointless, but it's very, what is the word? Peripheral. Actually. Move. All right, and then I need to do one for ovens. Metal plates and bright core. It's a lot of metal plates it needs. Yeah, let's just do that. Probably won't need that many ovens. Oh, I need chests. Wait. Oh, I just need sapphires. Honestly, I feel like one, we'll get something a little bit bigger than that before the Star Wars update. Nothing too major. But I imagine they're cooking real hard on the Star Wars update, and they're putting like all of the effort and attention forward into that. That's kind of my best guess. Oh, what they did to LEGO Fortnite past year? There used to be a point where I memorized like every update that they've ever come out with. But lots. I mean, lots of quality of life stuff. They've added an end game boss, which is the Storm King. Other than that, I mean, it's a mouthful of stuff they've added since. There, now I've got like one of each. Ready to go. And see what I'll do for the, like, what I'll do here is I've got villagers here now, actually. What I'll probably end up doing is... Yeah, let's do that. Let's get rid of that. That goes in there. That stuff goes in there. And then there's only an oven to work with. We're going to send all of these villagers on cook food, and we'll stock up on some of the other foods here. Gather around now. I don't have any of these guys on jobs either, I don't think. Jobs, help, food, cook. Jobs, help, food, cook. Jobs, help, food, cook. Jobs, help, food, cook. Are those the only villagers I have here? Thought I had more. Maybe I do only have 4 here. Don't stop going. It keeps doubling. I swear. Every time I click it, 2 go. No, I do have 7 here. Oh, Trace is a part. And then, where are the other ones?
What's up, brother?
Okay, apparently those 2 don't want to move. I still feel like I'm missing someone, but I don't remember who. Okay, they'll start getting food done now. I should probably at least move some animals in, but meh. I have a tutorial for this one as well if you like with the wheels. Pickaxe to look like this. I use Shatterhorn fragments, which you get from the Storm King. So you have to defeat the Storm King, and you'll get 1 Shatterhorn fragment, and then you'll be able to use... See, I don't have any on me right now, so it's right here. But you'll be able to use said Shatterhorn fragment to make a black-bladed tool or weapon. But... Gotta let those cook. I'm gonna call it there. That is the stream for the night. Code Epic Bricks in the item shop. If you guys enjoy my streams and if my content's ever helpful for you. But yeah, I normally stream between the hours of 4 and 8 Pacific time, which is 7 and 11 Eastern time. I don't always stream a full 4 hours, at least between content updates like this where it's a little bit dry. I try not to burn myself out when there's not everything to do. But other than that, like I said, code Epic Bricks in the item shop, especially right now. This is Epic's pick right now. This is like my all-time favorite single decor kit or build kit from the item shop is the Anarchy Acres bundle. You get these 3 free fabs and all the pieces to build them. So if you want to do custom barn, obviously you can. But then some of these decorations are like a lot of my favorites to use. Like these ones, this one right here specifically. Just a lot of fun decoration if you're into that. And I think it's only 1,000 V-Bucks for all of this. It's actually one of the best kits in my opinion. This one's 3,100, but that's with I think they're only offering the whole bundle. Because if you don't get it with the skins, it ends up being like 2,000. But you only get 1 prefab, but you do get like absolute tons and tons and tons of decor with this one. And then the Daily Bugle, same thing. You only get 1 prefab. You get all the pieces that build it, so you can make a custom building like that. But then again, with this, without the skins included, you just get the really cool decor that comes with this set. But also, one last plug. Link in my bio to my Bricklink store if you're interested in buying Lego minifigures. If you're an IRL Lego collector, I sell on bricklink.com. If you're not familiar with bricklink.com, it is an online Lego marketplace. It's like Bricklink for eBay, or eBay for Lego, essentially. And yeah, link to that's in my bio. If you leave a message and you order from me and you leave a little side note on the order, I'll try to pack something up extra for you. Here, I'll link that in the Twitch. Yeah, Caesar, I'm hoping for the same thing. I've been saying it since the last update our Star Wars update is I hope we get a prequel themed update. The link to my Bricklink is in my bio. Otherwise, you'll have to go over to my Twitch to see it in chat because I can't do like an actual clickable link in TikTok. But it is linked in my bio, or at least it should be. Dennis, thank you for the heart as well. I'm out of here, guys. Oh, Llama Rage is on. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you for hanging out with me again today. We got a decent amount accomplished. It was tedious, but we did things. We did stuff. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. And then, guys, mark your calendars on the 25th. I may be live early or at odd times that day. I'm going to try to log on early and honestly do a lot of the testing myself so I can crank out videos. I want to start getting into the habit, especially around updates if I'm in town for updates, is to get the content uploaded before my streams. So that way not only am I doing the new content on stream, but I already have a video posted for people asking about it. I think it's more advantageous to have it posted before the live rather than after it on that day that they can release new content. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Go over to Llama. Have a good time. I'm out of here. And for everybody else, come check me out on Twitch and YouTube. If you're hanging out on TikTok today, I stream on both of those other platforms simultaneously. Same username, or it's linked in my bio. But I'm out of here, guys. Have a great night.